Writing an obituary is one of the ways that we honor and remember our loved ones. It's more than just listing facts. It's a chance to tell their story, highlight what made them special, and share the impact that they had on those around them. In this video, I'll guide you through a step-by-step process of writing a meaningful and personal obituary. I'll also share tips on how to make it unique and heartfelt. The first step is, before you even begin, just start by gathering the basic information. This will help form the foundation of the obituary. So you want to include their full name, any nicknames that they were known by, the date and place of their birth, date and place of the death, age at the time of their passing, names of immediate family members, including predeceased loved ones, the service details, such as the date, time, location of the funeral, memorial, or celebration of life. Having this information prepared will help you focus on adding the personal touches as you write. So next, write a brief biography to share key moments of your loved one's life. You don't need to include every detail. Just focus on what truly defined them. Here's some ideas: where they grew up, any significant places that they lived or traveled, education, their career or military service, any significant accomplishments or passions such as hobbies or volunteer work, creative pursuits, milestones like marriage, children, special relationships. You want to make it personal. So for example, instead of saying she loved gardening, you could write she found joy in her garden, often spending hours tending to her roses and sharing her homegrown tomatoes with the neighbors, or with her neighbors, I should say. Next, step 3, highlight their personality and their passions. Here's where you make the obituary truly personal by capturing your loved one's essence. This is where their personality and passions shine through. You can describe their characteristic traits, for example, that they were kind-hearted, they were adventurous, they were witty, compassionate, their favorite activities, maybe baking, gardening, hiking, playing music, some of their unique quirks or habits that made them special. Maybe they always wore a certain hat or made the best homemade pasta sauce. Don't be afraid also to add humor or lighthearted details. For example, Tom was known for his famous barbecue ribs and his ability to tell the same fishing story with a bigger catch every year. I've seen and read some of the funniest obituaries to some of the saddest obituaries, but I have to say, over the years, I've seen so many that are so personal with stories or just little phrases that really gave you a good idea of who that person was. Step 4, take a moment to highlight how your loved one impacted others. This could include how they influenced family, friends, or their community, their contributions to organizations or causes, their values or lessons that they passed on to others. For example, you might say something like, Mary's warm smile and compassionate heart left a lasting impression on everyone she met. She volunteered at the local food pantry for over 20 years, always offering kindness and a listening ear. Step 5, include the details for the service. This allows family and friends to know how they can pay their respects. Be sure to mention the day, the date, the time, the location of the funeral, memorial, or celebration of life, whatever you're having, whether the service is private or open to the public. You also could include donation requests if it's appropriate. For example, I see a lot of times in lieu of flowers, donations can be made to, and it's usually someone's favorite charity. If the service will be live streamed or recorded, also include the link and details so that people that are at a distance, that they could participate. Step 6, you want to end the obituary with a heartfelt closing that reflects your loved one's memory. Here's some examples or some ideas. It could be a favorite quote or a saying that they were known for, a meaningful line that reflects their spirit. For example, her love and laughter will live on in our hearts forever. It could also be like a personal sign-off, such as forever missed and always loved. This closing leaves readers with a final, meaningful impression of your loved one's legacy. I'm going to give you an example of a heartfelt obituary that incorporates personal touches. So I'm going to be looking up and down as I read this because I don't have that memorized. It's with heavy hearts we announce the passing of Margaret Maggie Thompson on March 14th, 2025, at the age of 78. Maggie was born on June 2nd, 1947, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She was a devoted mother, grandmother, and friend who brought warmth and kindness into every room she entered. She dedicated over 30 years to teaching elementary school, inspiring generations of students with her creativity and compassion. Outside of work, Maggie loved tending to her rose garden, baking her famous apple pies, and hosting Sunday dinners filled with laughter. Her greatest joy was her family. She is survived by her children. Lost my place, sorry. She is survived by her children, Emma and Michael, her grandchildren, Lily and David and Jack, and her lifelong friends who were like family. A celebration of Maggie's life will be held on Saturday, March 26, 2025 at 11 a.m. at St. Peter and Paul's Church in Media, Pennsylvania. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the Alzheimer's Association in her memory. Her gentle spirit and unwavering kindness and boundless love will remain in our hearts forever. Writing an obituary is a beautiful way to honor your loved one's life. Remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to reflect who they were and the love that they shared. Take your time with it, share stories, let it be personal, and let their memories shine through their words. No right or wrong way to do it. The funeral home may give you an outline and a guideline. That's all this is an outline or a guideline. You can make it as personal as you want it to be. Just remember, it's your way of honoring your loved one and sharing who they were with the world. If you found this video helpful, feel free to share it with others who may be navigating this process. If you have any other questions or maybe you need some support, leave it in a comment below. I'm here for you. I would love to help you in any way that I can. I have been through this numerous times and I know how difficult this is and how overwhelming this can be. So remember, you're not alone in this. If you're looking for more videos on grief or memorial planning and healing, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, continue mending piece by piece, one step at a time.